you say at halftime / what kind of changed in the second for y'all to really get things going there?
We'll go.
It was more just about our defense, just playing together. He wanted us to push the ball in transition and really move the ball, share it with each other, and get the easiest open looks we could get. He knew shots would fall in the second half. I guess it happens sometimes, shots don't fall in the first half.
Can y'all be a good three-point shooting team? It hasn't happened so far. I'm asking just how can you get there if you feel like this isn't the peak of what y'all are?
I just say keep shooting. Shooters gonna shoot at the end of the day. Just get in the gym, get extra hours, make sure we shooting, but we're gonna eventually knock them down for sure.
Do you feel like the quality of shots are there? It's just something that's just not documented?
Some of them are iffy, but at the end of the day, we swing the ball, you miss an open shot, nobody's gonna be mad. It's an open shot.
Even though Q has gotten out to a slow offensive start as well, what does she kind of bring to the team that no one else has?
I feel like she's a great rebounder, especially offensive. I feel like that gets us going and gets us second chances when she goes and she plays really hard. I feel like that helps our energy as well.
As two players who have played with Sanaya Rivers, does she kind of give you the idea that maybe she could be like Sanaya in the future?
Yeah, for sure. She's long, athletic, the same kind of build as Sanaya. Her defensive presence, rebounding, she for sure.
State outscored them by 20 in the paint. Was that an emphasis going into the game?
For sure, because more always, they are smaller. They have smaller defenders down there, 6'6" against, 6'2". So we because more just worked on, getting the ball in the post, letting them score down there, for sure.
Was it cool that you guys got to flip the SC game quickly? You didn't have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 days.
Yeah, for sure. We could not sit on that L for long, so on to the next game for sure.
I lost sleep for 2 days, so I'm glad I get to sleep good now.
Yes.
It's Camille's third straight double-double. Can you talk about the impact she's had so far and the impact she'll have in the future in these upcoming great games you'll have?
It's amazing. We knew what we was getting when she came from Vanderbilt, so we just glad that she's still playing well, and I'm glad to have her on the team for sure.
I feel like she's a great offensive rebounder, defensive rebounder. She can score with such ease. She can run the floor great for a forward player. I feel like she's the piece that we were missing.
What's it like being back in Reynolds? Obviously, you started with two neutral site games, and now getting to come back home.
I'm just glad to be home. Our fans, they just amazing. I just love playing here. Reynolds is always loud, so I'm glad to be back home for sure.
I thought they were going to leave after the first half. I was telling them, but no, they're great, and I feel like that's the energy we need when we have slow starts. We don't want to disappoint them, and we always want to put on a show so that they can keep coming back.
Do you want to be a stat stuffer player because you're getting a lot of numbers and assists and the rebounds?
For sure, that's been my goal. It's not all about scoring. It's about rebounding, passing the ball. So I'm not too worried about scoring. You can see I only had 10 points. I'm not really worried about that. I'm looking at me having 7 rebounds and me having 5 assists. I got to get them turnovers down, but I'm looking just to fill my stat sheet out for sure.
Would you do better as a team in the third quarter to get this, or second quarter as well, to get the separation?
I say move the ball. We had some possessions where we didn't swing the ball down the court, and Coach Moore always told us, you get the ball swinging, somebody going to end up open, so I guess just swing the ball.
Now you got several days off, and it's after a win, so I guess that makes you feel better at least. But you got TCU, another good one coming in. Speak to that game and speak to how, you got to keep the mojo going forward.
I feel like they're great at everything. They're great perimeter shooters. They're huge. They have 3 girls that are 6'8". I don't know how much they all play, but they have great sizing. And that's going to be a tough game, but I think it's going to be very exciting as well. And we get to play them at home. I remember last year we lost by maybe 2 or 3. And so it'll be good to play them at home and try and get revenge.
Your thoughts, ma'am?
I'm just ready to play, next game. So TCU, we already watching film. Just ready to play for sure.
Anyone else have anything?